Sampson County.
And when I woke up, it was just everything was underwater.
So how long will the roads remain shut down?
Vietnamese automaker VinFast is moving closer to starting construction of its factory that will bring thousands of jobs to this mega site in Moncure. We're giving you the first look at the new plan.
I'm tracking severe storms causing flash flooding and frequent light right now.
Our second round of rain is moving through. Weather Alert Day is not over yet. Thank you for joining us. I'm Gerald Owens.
And I'm Deborah Morgan. A little less activity on the dual Doppler 5000 than we saw about an hour ago. Meteorologist Kat Campbell is in the WRAL Severe Weather Center with a look at who will see the rain next. Kat?
And, you know, for some of those inches of rain this morning, any more rain today is not welcome. And unfortunately, one of those spots in northern Sampson County is about to see a bit more rain moving through. It's on the north side of Fayetteville, headed your showers around Lee County, also around Chatham County. And we're going to be watching, moving toward Chatham and Lee counties. But notice all these storms that you see, these are moving to the southeast. So we're watching these storms just east of Charlotte. They may clip the southern part of our viewing area this evening and tonight. And that's why we are still under this WRAL Weather Alert Day. A flood watch remains in effect through midnight for some spots that already have seen significant rain today. It won't take much more rain to cause any issues out there. Yellow areas that you see up near Youngsville, Franklin County, Granville County, and toward Wake Forest, Sampson County, that's 4 to 6 inches of rain. All the purple that you see, 1.5 to 2.5 inches. So we have seen a lot of rain today, and many of us are going to run into issues if we does continue to show some of those storms I pointed out in the southern part of our viewing area. Through about 8 o'clock tonight. After that, the threat for any bad weather should quickly decrease, and that would certainly be good news for us. But we have more thunderstorm potential over the weekend. I'll outline your weekend and hopefully help you plan around some of the rain coming up.
You know, my flowers are so happy, but we certainly don't want it to rain. Thanks, Kat.
Let's check on the impact this weather is having on traffic with Mark Boyle in the WRAL Live Center. Mark?
Gerald, we have seen quite the mess out there on the roads all afternoon since we came on the air here at 4 o'clock. Right now at 6 o'clock, we are seeing some slowdowns on the Beltline, the west side. So the inbound lanes there of 440 are slow. By a new crash on a disabled vehicle here, the eastbound direction. This is where it looks like outside. You can see the disabled vehicle and what's left of that crash right there in the center. 10 to 15 minutes or so while crews work to get that all cleared up. I do want to mention the flight situation out at RDU right now. We are seeing quite a few delays, 131 actually. That number continues up and down the East Coast with all these afternoon storms. The number of cancellations right now total this afternoon nearing 30. That number is certainly higher than we normally see on a regular afternoon. We'll keep you updated as the conditions change on the roads and in the air. Back to you, Joe.
All right, Mark, thank you.
Deborah.
Flash flooding forced the state DOT to shut down 2 roads in Sampson County. We're told the area near Spivey's Corner saw about 4 inches of rain in just a couple of hours. WRAL's Gilbert Bays spoke with residents who hope the storm doesn't make it inside.
Well, this is Sampson Middle School. School is out, but look what the rain did in just a few hours. It flooded several areas on campus.
This drone video tells the story. The early morning rain flooded ponds and streams in Sampson, ended up rushing over about a dozen roads. It also flooded the yards of several homes off Highway 13 near Spivey's Corner. 3 vehicles were up to their hubcaps in water in this yard, caught several residents by surprise.
I was asleep, and when I woke up, it was just everything was underwater.
Chanel Brown was shocked at how the stream behind her home flooded her neighbor's yard.
Did the water get in the house?
No, sir, it didn't get in the house, but I'm afraid if it starts back raining, I might just have to leave.
The State Department of Transportation had pleasant roads impacted by flash flooding in Sampson County. Crews moved swiftly to assess the damage and shut down roads, but that didn't stop some people from driving through the water. The 2 Roanoke Road and Straw Pond Road, both in the Midway Spivey's Corner community.
It looks like it's probably just covered with water. We don't think there's really any road damage or pipe washout. It's just we need to let the water recede. That's what it looks like for these 2. Those are the only 2 that are state maintained that are impacted right now by today's rain.
So this is what you call flash flooding. The DOT now assessing the damage that may have. Until then, these roads will remain closed. In Sampson County, Gilbert Bays, WRAL News.
We also checked on roads in Cumberland County. The state DOT had no reports of flash flooding impacting roads in that county. Well, while you head out for your evening and weekend plans, be sure to have the WRAL weather app downloaded. You can get alerts right to your phone if rain or storms move into your area.
His longest-serving Speaker of the House will not seek another term in that position. State Representative Tim Moore has said previously that he won't seek the leadership role again, and he repeated that again today. He will run for his seat again, only that he won't be Speaker. In a text to Focus now is passing a budget. Then he will weigh his future options. Bipartisan officials sounding the alarm about proposed election changes. 32 election officials signed a letter to lawmakers this week. It says the bills they're proposing could, quote, do harm rather than protect the integrity of our elections. The group is concerned that the changes won't make the system more secure for funding. The letter also warns the bills will add significant time and cost to the process. The two bills have already passed through the state Senate and are now up for discussion in the House.
VinFast plans to build on this site that the car company cleared in Chatham, future home of North Carolina's first automobile plant. And WRAL obtained the plans for the project that show what the factory will look like. This progress comes exactly a year after WRAL's Matt Tallhelm traveled to Vietnam to show you inside there. And today, he brings us this update from Moncure.
A year ago, this site was covered with trees. You can see how clear it is now. We've been checking on the progress out here several times over the last year, and it doesn't look like a lot has changed months as the company awaits the start of construction. Construction equipment lines expansive site in Moncure, standing by at the ready to build this factory. The VinFast logo shines on the corner of a metallic silver and blue building. This rendering shows buildings with electric vehicles rolling through along the assembly line. It's part of a 3-page site plan and 2-page zoning application the automaker filed with Chatham County this week as assistant county manager.
But right now, we are under site plan review for VinFast. We would anticipate having that site plan approval within the next several weeks.
The plans lay out how massive this factory will be, covering more than 2.8 million square feet. That's roughly the size of 16 Walmart supercenters. It will have a press shop, paint shop, body shop, and general assembly building, similar to what we showed you when we toured the company's factory in Vietnam.
A few steps in and really seeing on paper what the project looks like really helps shape our understanding of what the landscape's going to look like and understand what impacts there may be.
These first steps follow some stumbles for the young Vietnamese automaker. Top execs left the company earlier this year, and auto critics posted scathing reviews after driving the first electric SUVs that hit the roads here in the States. Thompson says the county is ready to see VinFast succeed here.
From the very beginning, and today, we signed and closely working with VinFast. This is a very important milestone for Chatham County.
VinFast has told us it expects to start construction of buildings here this summer. The original pulling off the assembly line here in 2024, but that has now been delayed until Matt Tallhelm, WRAL News, Chatham County.
Today, we also heard from VinFast about its planned merger with Black Spade Acquisition Company. VinFast says it expects to complete that merger by the end of this year. That deal could raise billions of dollars to finance construction of the new factory. You can take a closer look at the renderings for yourself. This story is on the front page of WRAL.
Tonight, you have the chance to win the 7th largest jackpot in Mega Millions history. Right, made it $560 million. No one has matched all 6 numbers since April. You can watch that drawing live on WRAL tonight at 11 o'clock. And if you don't win the Mega Millions, don't worry, you can try your hand at Powerball. As of this morning, that jackpot is an estimated $807 and is expected to grow before the drawing. That drawing is tomorrow night at 11 here on WRAL. You hear a lot about the problems facing our pollinators these days, from pollution to pesticides. Show you how they're affected by the summer heat. And take a live look at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. The Savannah Bananas brought their party to town. Casey Hintz will join us live in sports.
Right now, a suspect arrested after a decade-long hunt in a notorious serial murder case. The clues that police say helped track him down. Plus, our look at the controversial new barriers to keep migrants from crossing the southern border. Ahead on Nightly News.